Hello, this is Justin, and this video is about 7 passive income ideas. Before we start, I want to say that passive income is very attractive and it's all the rage in the personal finance community because by definition, it requires little or no effort to earn or maintain. This, however, does not mean that passive income is just money falling from the sky and you won't have to work. Because in order to acquire a source of passive income, you have to either invest your time and effort to build it, or you have to invest your money to buy it. So there's no such thing as getting stuff for free. You always have to put something to get something else. And even if you inherit a source of passive income, it means that someone in your family either built it with their effort and time or bought it with their money. So at the end of the day, someone has to build it or buy it. So the first passive income source is the most obvious one. It's investing in stocks. So stocks can increase your wealth in 2 ways. They can appreciate in value, which increases your net worth, or they can give you dividends, which are basically a share of the profits of the company. So for those of you who are not too familiar with what stocks are, the stocks are basically shares of ownership of a company, and publicly traded companies have their ownership traded on the stock market, while private companies don't. They have private equity, which is private, but in the stock market, that's for public companies. And when you buy a stock, you basically buy a share of that company and you own part of that company, and you're entitled to vote for the board of directors and vote for certain company decisions. You're entitled to attend stockholder meetings, and you're also entitled to receive part of the profits that the company generates through dividends. And I think it's very important for people to remember the basic definition of what a stock is, because a lot of investors forget that or don't pay attention to that, and they treat stocks like just a moving piece of money. They treat it like a fluctuating price that they buy and sell, and they don't remember the inherent value of it, which is that it's a share of ownership of a company. And it's very important to remember that a stock is a share of ownership of the company, because that means it has inherent value. When you own a company, that has inherent value. You are entitled to certain privileges like receiving dividends, everything I said before, voting for company decisions, voting for the board of directors. So it has inherent value. And if you treat it like just a fluctuating value that you trade day by day, then you're basically gambling, because your investment decisions are not that informed. You're not thinking about the underlying value behind it, and you're just gambling on whether the stock will go up today or go down today or go up tomorrow. And your short-term focus will lead to a lot of mistakes, because the stock market is incredibly unpredictable short-term, but it is pretty predictable long-term. And if you recognize the inherent value of your stock, you can play the long-term game and make rational decisions and make a profit on stock investments. So the second passive income idea is buying index funds. So index funds are basically an easier way to invest in the stock market without doing too much research. And basically what it is a collection of stocks. It's a basket of stocks that track certain market indexes. And a market index is basically a basket of companies, publicly traded companies, to reflect the health of the stock market. For example, the Dow Jones is a collection of 30 large companies in America, and that's a stock market index. Another example is the S&P 500, and that is a collection of 500 large companies in the US. And there's also the Russell 2000, which is a collection of 2,000 small companies in the US. And an index fund has a collection of all these stocks of a certain market index, and when you buy it, you basically own a broad range of stocks. So It allows for easy diversification because when you buy an index fund, that automatically diversifies your holdings because it tracks a certain market index. And it's also considered safer because no one stock can really ruin your portfolio because you're not putting all your money on one stock. But yet again, it's very rare for you to make a huge profit from investing in index funds because likewise, no one stock can really increase your wealth by a huge amount because you aren't putting a lot of money on only one stock. You have money on a lot of different stocks. So you're going to do as well as the market does basically, and it's easier to do because it's a lot easier to do research on the stock market as a whole and the economy as a whole than to do research on individual companies, which takes a lot of skill and analysis and hard work. So this is something for people who don't have the desire or time or skill to research individual stocks. So there's the option of buying index funds. So the third passive income idea I want to talk about is ETFs, which is very similar to index funds. They stand for exchange traded funds, and they're basically a more flexible and specific version of an index fund. So whereas index funds strictly track a market index like the S&P 500 or the Dow Jones or the Russell 2000, ETFs are a collection of stocks that are tailored for a certain investment strategy. So you're still buying a basket of stocks, and the difference is you're not tracking strictly a specific market index. So you would have an ETF that would be focused on certain industries. For example, there's technology ETFs, there's finance ETFs, there's ETFs for different sectors of the economy, there's ETFs that focus on bonds or commodities, there's even ETFs that are backed by gold or silver, and there's ETFs that focus on emerging markets. So the similarity is you're buying a collection of stocks, and it's still easier to do than to pick stocks individually because it's a lot easier to research the market on a macro level rather than on a micro level. And it's more specific and flexible than index funds, so it usually has the potential of making a bigger profit for you than just investing in an index fund where you would do just as well as the market does. And there are also active ETFs and passive ETFs, or which I mean actively managed ETFs or passively managed ETFs. So there's a variety of options you can choose from when investing in ETFs, which gives you the opportunity to beat the market and do better than investing in index funds without the incredible amount of work and skill and analysis you have to do to analyze stocks individually. The fourth passive income idea is real estate investing. So real estate investing is a great source of passive income. I personally would prefer investing in stocks because the problem with owning real estate is that they require maintenance costs, and you have to pay for property taxes, you have to pay for the utility bills and everything. And there are two ways to really make money from real estate. One is having real estate that you rent out, so you can have buildings you rent out, or if you own a few apartments or houses, you can rent them out. And with apps like Airbnb, it's never been easier. You can rent that out and make some extra cash when you're not using a certain house or apartment. The other way is to invest in REITs, which stand for Real Estate Investment Trust. So if you're not the person who wants to own specific real estate properties and have to manage them and pay for property taxes and utility bills and maybe even hire a property manager, the way to do it is by REITs, which are basically shares of real estate companies that own and operate income generating real estate. So they function very similar to stocks and you have a share of that real estate company, and every time the real estate, or when the real estate company generates profits, you get a portion of that profit. So it's a great way to take advantage of the benefits of owning real estate without having to manage real estate yourself, pay for the property taxes, pay for the utility bills, and pay for the maintenance costs. And buying REITs can circumvent all of that, so it's a lot easier and more convenient. At the same time, managing your own properties can also be pretty fun and very profitable because you own certain properties outright, which is pretty cool, and you have more decision-making responsibilities, but you have more power over what happens and how you run things, and maybe you have certain ideas to make you even more money. So the fifth passive income idea is YouTube ad revenue. So for those of you who don't know, YouTube creators can make money by joining the YouTube Partner Program and get ad revenue from YouTube. So for the videos they make, a YouTube creator can get 55% of the ad revenue, while YouTube takes the remaining 45%. The caveat to this is you need at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 public watch hours in the past 12 months in order to join the YouTube Partner Program. But once you do make that threshold, channels often grow very, very quickly, and YouTube growth tends to be exponential. The bigger you are, the faster you grow. So if you love making videos and you love sharing what you want to share on YouTube, then that's definitely something you can do. And I think this is a pretty risk-free idea because you really don't lose anything by making videos. You only lose your time and maybe the cost to buy camera equipment, but at the same time you're learning a lot of skills. You're learning about video making, which is such an essential skill in the 21st century. You're learning about video editing. You're learning how to speak better, and you can even improve yourself as a public speaker. You're learning more about the topics you want to talk about, because when you actually explain it to other people, you have to reflect on everything, and that might open some insights and ideas for you. So there's a lot of things you gain from just making videos, even without thinking about the money side of it. And when you do manage to make the threshold to join a YouTube Partner Program, you can get a share of the ad revenue, and that's a great source of passive income. And I consider this passive income because, yes, even though making videos is not passive, once you make that video and put in that initial effort, that video will last as long as YouTube lasts, considering you don't violate any community guidelines or you don't violate any copyrights. But it's basically going to last you as long as YouTube lasts, so you're going to get money from your videos that you monetize. So I consider it passive income because once you do the initial effort of making that YouTube video and you are in the YouTube Partner Program, for 55% of the ad revenue from that video will go to you passively. So I think this is a great passive income idea. The number 6 passive income idea I want to talk about is affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is basically getting a commission from promoting other people's products or services. And online, it consists of posting links, and when anyone clicks on that link and buys the product from that link, you get a commission. And I consider it passive income because once you post that link, it's pretty much there forever, and every time someone clicks on it, you get a commission. Obviously, you have to do the requisite marketing effort. You have to post it with an article or a video or a social media post to talk about or promote the products you want to promote. But after that, it's done. And every time someone clicks on that link, you get a commission if they buy the product. So the affiliate marketing site I use is called Amazon Associates. And basically, Amazon has affiliate marketing links for pretty much every product it sells. So when you join the Amazon Associates program, every time you post a link of a product, when someone clicks on it and buys the product, you get a commission. And it's pretty easy to join. You just have to sign up and connect to your bank account. You do have to make 3 sales within half a year, which is pretty easy. I also want to talk about Amazon Bounty program, which is very similar. It functions the same way. You post a link and you get a commission when someone buys the product. The difference is the products now are Amazon products like Kindle, Audible, Amazon Prime, and instead of getting a certain percentage of the sale, you get a fixed fee. So that's the only difference. There's also the Amazon Bounty program comes with the Amazon Associates program. So if you join that, you automatically have access to Amazon Bounty. The other program is Amazon Influencer program, and you have to apply. You need to be an influencer with a relatively significant following on social media. And the advantage of this is that you get your own site on Amazon to post products that you want to promote. And likewise, it works very similar. When people click on the products you post and buy the products, you get a commission. So the advantage to this is you get an extra avenue to promote your products, and you get a whole web page to really list out your products, which can be a pretty good advantage. In addition to that, there's also eBay partners, Shopify affiliate program, ClickBank, which are also very reputable affiliate marketing sites that you can take advantage of. Another thing I have to say about the Amazon Associates program is that you need to have a certain platform. You need to have a website or blog or YouTube channel or something, because you aren't allowed to just send people links by text or email. It has to be on a platform. That's the only requirement that's the only caveat that you should remember, because if you break the rules, that could be bad and Amazon can terminate your account. So the 7th passive income idea that I'm going to talk about today is writing. So writing is great. You're basically creating intellectual property that you can monetize for the rest of your life, whether it's an article or a book. If you write articles, there's many ways to monetize that. You can join Medium, which is a site where people post articles on a variety of topics. And you can join the Medium Partner Program, which is free to join. And there's no threshold to join the Medium Partner Program. You just have to sign up and connect your account to your bank account. And the way it works is that when you post an article on Medium and put it behind the Medium paywall, which means it's reserved for Medium members, every time a Medium member claps your article, you get a small fee. And that depends on how many times the Medium member claps and the overall Medium algorithm, because every Medium member pays a $5 subscription fee per month for Medium, and a portion of that fee will go to the authors that write the articles that the member claps. So if a member claps on a lot of different articles, when they clap on your article, you will just get a small fee. But if a member only claps on a few articles every month, then you'll get a bigger fee. And it all depends on the Medium algorithm as well. But basically, you can monetize your articles on medium.com. Another way is to write a book, and you can monetize that for the rest of your life. But really, any creation of intellectual property is something that you can monetize for the rest of your life, and it's basically passive income. If you invent something, if you create music, if you create a film, that's your intellectual property that you can generate passive income from for the rest of your life, and you're legally entitled to that. So these are 7 passive income ideas that you could make money from. I want you to remember that passive income still requires work. There's no such thing as getting something for nothing. And oftentimes, in order to really get a significant amount of money from your passive income sources, you need to put in even more work or even more money than you would just working at a 9-to-5 job. But the difference is passive income really helps you, because You can lose your job anytime, and you could get fired, or you could just retire and you don't have that income anymore. But passive income, you have it, it's yours, and you have total ownership over it. And the great thing is you don't have to put in full-time effort to maintain it. You by definition, you just have to put a small amount of effort, or even no effort if you want, because that's the definition of passive income. So it's great long-term, and all the ideas I mentioned are all scalable. You can make a ton of money from all these passive income sources if you really manage to scale it. There are writers who make millions of dollars. There are social media influencers that make millions of dollars from affiliate marketing. There are YouTubers that make millions of dollars. And obviously there are investors that make more than millions of dollars. They make billions of dollars. So all of these are very scalable. And if you are successful, that can be very big for you. And you can make more money than you can ever from just a salary. So I think passive income is the key to true financial freedom, because it means you don't have to be tied to a job. You actually have income coming to you that you don't have to put constant effort to maintain or earn. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope this video inspired you with ideas to make passive income and to generate more money for you and to achieve financial freedom and make your life better financially. Like, comment, and subscribe, and click the bell notifications so you get notified when new videos come out. Also follow me on Instagram, where you can DM me, and follow me on Medium, where I write about the same topics I talk about on YouTube. The links for my Instagram and Medium are in the description below, so check that out, and I'll see you next time.